Tough defeat that. Can you try and sum that one up, please?
Yeah, pretty easy one. Just back to the bad old ways of too many errors. Hasn't been a problem all year, but soft tries on our try line. You know, they ventured up there a couple of times and scored some reasonably soft tries, I thought. Probably it was a reverse of last week. You know, we turned up to Wigan, completed high, kicked long, and forced some errors, and they did that to us this week.
So another game you started as favourites where you've lost. Obviously, it's a bit lethargic, lacklustre. Can you put that down to anything at all?
No, mate, I don't. Yeah, if you give it air, we just got to get our preparation right, no matter who we play against. Was happy with that this week. We had a good turnaround, 7-day turnaround. So we've got no excuses. It was disappointing, and maybe the week off has come at a good time.
It's not an attitude or a mentality thing or anything like that.
No.
Martin hat-trick, positive.
Yeah, he's just he's got raw speed. His game awareness is getting better all the time. I thought if a few balls had stuck for us, he possibly could have scored 4 or 5 at the end of the day. You can't coach speed. He gets into space. He's hard to stop.
Third try was special, and shame it's all in vain really, but a good link forming there with David Litton, who did the final pass for all 3 tries. Yeah,
it's nice to see. You want players who can do those types of things, but it's if you're not doing the other stuff well, it's a bit of it's an empty feeling, I suppose.
The overall feeling is just disappointment after a home defeat, after what was such a high last week.
Yeah, well, every loss is disappointing for me anyway. I take all losses hard, and I think the players do as well, and I know the fans do. So it's it's just back to the drawing board.
Harvey Brand try overturned at the start of the second half. Is there any issues with that?
Not really. Some angles showed it was I thought some angles showed it was in, and there were some angles that showed it was out. So you would think that they would go to the referee if that's the case, but he obviously thought all the angles proved that the ball was out.
Obviously, Jed came off, but past his HIA. Jordan Rapana got one as well. How's he doing?
No, he failed his HIA, but we've got that break, so hopefully he's okay. We'll always look after their health first, but if he's okay, he'll be available for the next game.
It's his second one, and he did one at Leeds, so will that come into play at all? Or?
Yeah, I'll have to check, mate. I'm not sure.
Stuff. Brad Fash injured his hamstring in the week. How's he doing?
Look, it's really early, mate. Hamstrings are always, minimum sort of 2 weeks and maximum of 8 weeks. I haven't got the results of the scan yet, so I'll find that out later.
So just play it by ear then, quite literally. Week off, Andy said earlier in the week you're going to give him some time off now. Is that still the plan?
Yeah, not going to change that. It's a loss, so it's not the end of the world. So the plan has been since season kicked off to give him time off in this week off, and that'll go ahead.
You said before it's quite a good time, so a chance to regroup and go again. Cliché as that is.
Yeah, I think there were stages of that game where we did look a little bit flat and stale. Whether that's the case or not, I don't know. We'll try and dissect it a little bit over the next couple of days. But just make sure we get back. Still 14 points available, and we'll be aiming to get all those 14.
And Salford, obviously, if it all goes as you expect, you're going to have some selection decisions to make with a lot of players coming back in that side, which bodes well.
Yeah, we could do. There's a couple of boys penciled in for coming back that week. It'll all depend, how we get through the next couple of weeks.
Liam Watts returned today, first time in 4 months. What are your assessment on him, please?
Yeah, a little bit early after the game, mate. He brought some energy. It's hard to comment straight after the game. I thought he brought energy, which is what we asked him to do. Brought the crowd to their feet. We just didn't take advantage of it.
John, is there any analysis you can give on what's causing the inconsistency we've seen in the last couple of weeks?
No, not really. That's football. The side is where it's at. They prepare well. They're hungry. They want to win. But you make individuals are making errors. So whether we've got to look at who we're picking, I don't think that's the case. I think we just got to keep working hard to get those performances closer to some of our better games this year.
You mentioned it might have been a bit flat or stale. You could describe it that way. But obviously, after what happened last week, how difficult is it to keep the intensity high volume?
No, well, it shouldn't be. I think you run in on the back of confidence. I think just a lot went our way last week, and I thought a lot didn't go our way. The game today, I thought we weren't, we didn't make it easy on ourselves, put it that way. But I thought there wasn't a game that you wanted to be behind on the scoreboard because it was so slow. So it's trying to build fatigue into. It was a bit like a game of NFL. It was trying to build fatigue into an opposition. Well, we got the rest as well. So I'm not looking for any excuses here. Both sides got lots of rest because of the slowness of the game.
John, it's out of your hands now in terms of the top six. Do you have full belief you have what it takes to stay the course?
Yeah, 100%. I do. We've battled away the last 8 weeks. Sort of, win one, lose one, win one, lose one, lose a couple, win a couple. Week off, I think, has come at a really good time. I thought just at times today we have take the Wigan game out. We've struggled to score points. We've created some field position and we've just struggled a bit to score points. So I think, with Asiata not far away and Will Price not far away, I think we can threaten the opposition a lot more. And early in the game, games can sort of spin on a coin. So I thought if we had a couple of chances early, I think Harvey got pushed out and Lewis might have got pushed out, or David Litton got pushed out. You score those tries, you might be talking about a different ball game, but they defended really well. They scrambled hard, and we didn't get those tries. So, yeah, just like I say, just last week we get them, this week we didn't get them.
There's only 1 point, isn't it? So you can come back and really attack those last 7 games.
Yeah, it's like a new competition for us now. There's 14 points up for grabs. A lot of sides are playing each other. So, not buying into, the six is not set. There's going to be a lot of twists and turns between now and the end of the year. So it's going to be a brutal 7 weeks of footy because everyone's playing each other and we're all fighting for spots. So the fans are going to love it.